Etsy sellers, this video is going to be special. Welcome to another pure Etsy value video. No BS, no fluff, only the things that matter to helping you sell more on Etsy. And remember what I said in last week's video, something special I'm talking about in today's video. There's a QR code top left-hand side of this video. Find a way to scan it. I'll explain a bit more about that in a minute. Let's get straight into the value. You're gonna love these points that I'm gonna bring up today. Number one, when you're building a new growing Etsy store, if you list 3, 4, 5 listings a day, you will probably kill your store. Okay? You will probably kill your store because this is too fast. If you think about it, you know, you get told everywhere, list, 3 a day, 5 a day, 10 a day, right? This is such bad advice. If you just list 3 a day, right? Let's just say you do 3. In the first month, you're going to have 90 listings. In 3 months, you're going to have 270. That's madness when you don't actually know anything about what's going to sell. If you do 5 a day, that's 150 in a month, 450 in 3 months. It's bonkers, okay? 3, 4, 5 a day, you're probably going to kill your store. Just try to list 1 a day. I tell you guys that all the time. Don't do this. Number 2, this is critical. Please, please remember this if you've already opened and you're growing. This is really important. So if you get to 70 to 100 listings and you have no sales, okay, your product or design is the issue. It's as simple as that. If you list 1 a day and you're getting to 70 to 100 listings deep with no sales, well, that's 70 to 100 days of store life. That's almost 3 months. It's over 2 months, heading towards 3 months. You need to be seeing some action. Even if it's just a sale or 2, you need some confirmation from the customer base that they want your stuff. So if you're getting to these number of listings, there's a problem if you haven't made any sales. You need to get in touch with me and I'll help you, right? That is a clear signal there's something not right with your store. Get into my comments and tell me if you're one of these stores, right? 70 to 100 listings, no sales. It's a warning light telling you something's wrong. Okay, so number 3, don't sell on Etsy ads, okay? Until you get daily sales. This is a massive problem. You don't want to get hooked up to the Etsy ad system where you're paying to play and the only way you get visibility and make sales is through ads. Remember, I've taught you this many times, the ads algorithm and the Etsy organic algorithm, they don't talk to each other, okay? You can't just pump ads full of money and then get organic visibility. You might make sales on ads, but you don't want that until you're making daily sales organically. Organic first, ads second. Daily sales. If you're making at least a sale a day, every day, that's fine. You can look at ads. Don't look at it until then. I guarantee you it will cause you problems. Okay, number 4, the 4th thing. This is guidance, and I've never mentioned this before on my YouTube channel, period. But first year, right? So this is for you, those of you who are a little bit older in your store life. The first year, you're looking for a minimum of 100 sales if possible. Okay, this is just like I tell you, to get to 100 listings, another good marker is at the end of your first 12 months, you've made around 100 sales. That's okay. Yes, it's not setting the world alight, but it shows you after 12 months that people are consistently buying your stuff in multiple different countries and they're buying multiple different products. That is a good minimum target to aim for. I've never mentioned that before, but I thought I'd mention it today. I think it's really, really important. Okay, next one. This is something that I see people talking about all the time on YouTube, literally all the time, and it is blimmin' awful advice, terrible advice. It's this: don't duplicate products and or designs, okay? So you'll hear people saying, you know, put loads of designs in your store, find what works, and then when you see something working, duplicate it. Put it on a t-shirt, put it on a mug, change the color, just change the font or the message slightly. Keep duplicating, right? This is terrible advice. You're weakening the value proposition of your products. Imagine going into a physical store, just do the working out yourself. Go into a physical store, imagine loads of stuff you like, but there's not 50 different things to look at. There's only 10 things and they're repeated 5 times in slightly different versions. You're just going to get annoyed. You're probably not going to buy. But if there's 50 different products, all sorts of different designs and prices and so on, it's interesting. You get attached to that. You get connected to that, right? Don't do this. I just see stores every week that I work with that have done this, and the reason why they're doing this is because people on YouTube are saying, duplicate this, duplicate that. It doesn't work. You can either find out the easy way and listen to me, or find out the hard way and do it, and then come back and go, yeah, it doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. Right, next one. You want more sales? Do this. Just do this. In your product descriptions, okay, you need cross-sell and upsell links. Okay, remember I tell you to put links to the section, links to the store in your description. You can put 2 other links in there as well. Don't overload the customer. I see some of you have 10, 15 links in your descriptions. Too many. That is an overload. No one's going to go clicking around those links. But 1 cross-sell, 1 upsell. Okay, so a cross-sell is a compatible product or something that works with the product that the customer's looking at. An upsell is where there's another product out there in your store that the customer could be interested in that's more expensive because they're showing interest in a related product, right? Super simple, just link them. See this other product here, which works with this one for a cross-sell. Like this, check this out. Really nice, have a look at an upsell. And these links are clickable. So they're clickable, so the customer can just tap them or click them and go straight to those cross-sells and upsells. What you're doing is creating a spider's web of activity around your store, right? The people that listen to me and put section and store links, their view to visit ratio goes up. A visit is when someone enters your store. Views are what they look at when they're in there. You want lots of these views, and preferably someone buying something, right? Which is why you don't do crazy stuff like duplicating products. Imagine clicking on something and then going to see the same thing after they clicked on another link. It's bonkers, right? Cross-sell and upsell, okay? Here's the next one. This is gold. Gold. I'm giving you gold right now. Don't list sporadically, okay? And before I tell you about this, you guys are now going to hear the most important news ever. There's a QR code up there. On the 20th of September, I'm doing a live free, guys. Please sign up and don't miss it. I will never, ever do one of these again. It's a live masterclass with you guys and me, and I'm going to be explaining something called the SVP method, how to make up to 52% more sales on Etsy. Okay, it's free with me. 90 minutes at least. It might even go on for 2 hours. I'm only doing it once. QR code there. I know you might be watching this on a phone going, God, how do I get the QR code? Honestly, make the effort. Go and find a laptop or a PC, register. The link's also in the description of this video to register for the masterclass. There's only 1,000 seats available. 305 of those have already gone, and I haven't even advertised this masterclass properly. There's about 685 seats, 690 seats left. Most of those are going to go from this video. Please, for your benefit, not mine, get into that QR code, get to that link and register. It's the SVP method. This is something I only have ever taught my mentoring clients privately or my academy students. That's it. It's never been released before. No one knows about it because I'm the only one that know about it. So I'm the only one that knows about it. So please register. The seats are going to go like hotcakes. Get into that. Let's get into this. Don't list sporadically. So when I talk to you guys, I find out that you're sort of listing, you might list 2 today, you'll leave it 4 days, 5 days, and then you'll do 10. And then 3 days later, you'll do 3. And then you might leave it a week and do 1, right? This is awful for the algorithm. It's awful for your store. Why? Because you're not showing consistent action in your store. It's the basic merit to working with the Etsy algorithm. Show consistency. Just have a listing plan, right? Just map out a listing plan from now until Christmas. At least try that and say, well, how many can I list a day or 2 days or 3 days? Whatever you can manage, make it stick consistently, right? So if you say, Nick, well, I can only do 10 a month. Well, make it 1 every 3 days, right? 1 every 3 days, all the way through to Christmas, or as close as you can get it. If you can list 1 a day and you're making sales, great. If you're making lots of sales and you can list more, well, list more, but whatever you do, list consistently. Okay? Erratic listing is just terrible for Etsy stores. Etsy loves consistency. Okay? So have a listing plan. Don't list sporadically. Let's get on to the next one. This is so simple, this one. You will get more sales from this. Okay? Literally, your about page, right, needs branded text, photos, and video. Okay? Let me explain. When a customer comes into your store, they want to be able to trust you. So that shop banner you've got, that store icon, the about page, text, photos, and video, that is an easy way for you to impart trust so the customer feels comfortable spending money with you. When this stuff's not filled out or filled out badly, it just looks awful. It's like going into a shop that's not been merchandised properly, not been prepared properly. You know, you're not going to trust it. You're not going to feel comfortable. So branded text, photos, and video. When I mean branded, it's got to look like your products, your store, the feeling, the flavor, the brand, right? So don't just put random photos in of you and your dog or something like that. It's got to be branded. And you need to tell people why they should buy from you. That's the message that goes into your about page. Why should I buy from you? Answer those questions. Tell people about your products. Tell people about the unique aspects of your store and the things that you sell. Tell people about your customer service. Tell people about everything that makes you stand out. Because something that Etsy's told us that is true, and Etsy tells us a lot of stuff that isn't true, is that the about page matters. Yes, it does. I 100% agree. It absolutely does. So do this. Look, this is a couple of hours work for most people, and it transforms what your store looks like, makes you trustworthy. Let's keep going. Okay, plain and simple, don't use Pinterest, okay? Or in fact, any social media to send traffic to your store. I'm saying this till I'm blue in the face. Don't do it. This is just a massive time suck. You will just pump endless time into this for almost no results or no results whatsoever. Do the number one thing that makes sales in your store. Have a listing plan, list more, and work into what the customers tell you. That's how you make money on Etsy. Don't waste time on this garbage. And don't listen to anybody who tells you to put time into this. They are wasting your time. All right, time's the most valuable thing you've got. Don't waste it here. Next one. All right, this is a good one. I think I've mentioned this before. Don't mix digital and physical products, okay? Don't mix the two. If you want to sell digital, sell digital. If you want to sell physical, sell physical. If you want to do both, fine, do both. Open 2 stores, okay? Etsy likes to understand what's happening in your store, the structure of your store, the products that you sell, to understand who to serve your products to. Often when you have digital and physical, they're similar products. You're just putting designs on both and making 2 technically different products, but with the same design. It's just confusing. It all looks the same. The value proposition is lower. Don't do it. Don't mix physical and digital products. Don't bother. Here's another one. I think I've mentioned this once or twice. Etsy is a sub $100 marketplace. And I just want you to know this and understand this. When you're building and growing your Etsy businesses, the big Etsy sales, the stores that do volume, don't take my word for it, go and look. The stores that have got 20,000 sales, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 sales, all these big numbers, look at the prices of the products. They're pretty much always under $100. That's because the carefree spending goes off at $20, $30, $40, $50, $60. These are price points where your customers do not have to think about spending the money. They don't have to have a question with themselves. They don't have to talk to family or partners about making the purchase. Imagine if it was $1,000. They've got to have a real conversation with themselves, right? You need to be part of the sub $100 area on Etsy. You'll make more money and make more sales. It's as simple as that. And I'll mention it again, the QR code. Literally, when these seats are gone for my SVP method webinar, masterclass, they're gone, okay? I think there's about 690 seats left, something like that. Please register, 20th of September. You will have never seen anything like it, and I'm revealing something that's never been done with Etsy before that if you want to, you can be part of. It's going to be an incredible 90 minutes to 2 hours. I'm literally going to do this once. It's taken months for me to get this ready, and I just want you there. Please don't miss it. QR code there. Link to register for the masterclass is in the description of this video. Please just go and do it. I guarantee you'll be thankful you did. Right, let's keep going. A couple of things left. Okay, here. I mentioned this earlier, or I alluded to it. Sell into what's working. And let me explain this, okay? So, let's say you make chopping boards, right? And you make, I don't know, an oval chopping board. You know, I'm just to show you what I mean. And it starts selling, right? So the customers are directly telling you, look, we like the oval chopping board. What I don't mean is to just go and make all more the same size oval chopping boards. What I'm saying is customers like oval, explore design inside the oval, change the size of the oval, change the vertical size of it, play around with shape, make mini chopping boards, midis, maxis, experiment with the width of it, because then the chopping board can be used for something else. It can be used for serving, right? And once you explore just that simple thing of size, thickness, shape, design, you'll probably get more sales out of it. So when I say sell into or push into what's working, that's what I mean. Don't just copy, don't just duplicate, think, adapt, modify, make some real changes, and find more winning products in a space that the customers are telling you is winning. And that's not the same as duplicating. The only duplication is the idea, oval. Beyond that, you're changing everything. You see the difference? Don't duplicate, sell into what's working, adapt, modify, get creative. That's how you make money on Etsy. Okay, here's the last one, gold tip, gold, massive one. I think I've mentioned this before, but Christmas listings that sell, you leave them in your store until the following year. I can't believe how many of you deactivate selling Christmas listings after the Christmas season. Seriously, I've spoken to loads of you that do this, and I understand why you do it. You think, well, I've made the sales, no one's going to buy it now. I'll deactivate it and I'll put it back next year. No, please don't do that. Leave the product in your store all the way through to next Christmas time. Remember, Christmas traffic rises and falls for everybody at the same time. Okay? You are part of that traffic rise and traffic fall. If you leave that listing in, it sold 5 times, yes, it doesn't sell through the rest of the year, but nobody else does either. And when the traffic picks up, you will pick up. But if you deactivate and remove the listing's dead. It's out of your store. It's not part of the algorithmic process. Loads of you do this, and I get why you do it. I understand the thinking, but please don't do it. You'll make way more sales if you just leave the stuff in that sells. Things that don't sell, yes, don't leave those in. You've got to take those out, right? And then build back. Remember, Christmas, you've got to be listing in September. Halloween, you should have already started in July. That should be well underway by now, you know? And finally, If you want to register for my masterclass, the book in now button for that is coming up. Just click on the book in now button, takes you straight to the masterclass booking page. Read everything. It's the SVP method. I've never explained this before. There's only about 690 seats left. I look forward to seeing you in there. Cheers.